Beloved Chosen One, I am Michael, and today I want to speak with you about a question I believe many of you carry quietly. What does it actually take to reach heaven, to walk toward that eternal hope with confidence rather than constant uncertainty? I need 10 minutes of your attention today because I believe the answer is simpler and far more freeing than the complicated checklist many people have carried in their minds for years. I want to begin honestly, beloved Chosen One. Heaven was never meant to be earned through flawless performance, through a perfect scorecard of good deeds outweighing bad ones. If that were the standard, none of us could ever feel secure, because none of us live perfectly, no matter how hard we try. I want you to release that exhausting framework today, because it was never the actual path, and carrying it has likely brought you more anxiety than peace. I want to talk about faith first, because this is where the path actually begins. Faith is not simply intellectual agreement with a set of facts. It is trust, a relationship, choosing to believe and rely upon a promise that was freely given rather than something you have to manufacture through your own effort. Beloved Chosen One, that trust, genuine and honest, even if it is imperfect, even if it is mixed with doubt some days, is the foundation everything else is built upon. I want to speak to those of you who feel like your faith is not strong enough, not certain enough, too full of questions to actually count. I want to release you from that fear today. Faith has never required the complete absence of doubt. It simply requires a willingness to keep trusting, to keep turning toward that hope, even while some questions remain unanswered. I want to talk next about love, because I believe this is where faith becomes visible in daily life. Love is not primarily a feeling, beloved Chosen One. It is a consistent choice, extended toward the people directly in front of you, your family, your neighbors, the people who are easy to love, and especially the people who are difficult to love. This ordinary daily love, repeated in small moments, matters far more than any single grand gesture ever could. I want you to say this with me now, beloved Chosen One, whether silently or spoken aloud. My path toward eternal hope does not rest on flawless performance. It rests on genuine faith, imperfect as it is, and love expressed consistently in ordinary moments. I release the exhausting pressure of trying to earn what has already been freely offered, and I choose instead to walk forward in trust and love, one honest day at a time. I want to speak about forgiveness next, because I believe it is central to walking this path faithfully. Beloved Chosen One, you are called to extend forgiveness even when it is difficult, even when the person who hurt you has never acknowledged the harm they caused. This is not about excusing what happened. It is about releasing the weight of resentment that was never meant to be carried indefinitely. And just as importantly, you are invited to receive forgiveness for your own mistakes rather than carrying guilt as a permanent weight around your neck. Beloved Chosen One, refusing to accept grace for yourself while readily extending it to others is its own quiet form of pride, believing your failures are somehow uniquely unforgivable. I want to talk about humility as well, because I think it gets misunderstood too often. True humility is not thinking poorly of yourself. It is simply an honest, accurate view of who you are, acknowledging both your gifts and your shortcomings without inflating one or exaggerating the other. It means remaining teachable, willing to grow, willing to be corrected without collapsing into shame every time you fall short. I want to speak to generosity as well, beloved Chosen One, not only with your resources, but with your time, your patience, your willingness to serve others even when it is inconvenient. A life oriented toward eternal hope tends to look outward, toward the needs of others, rather than remaining focused entirely inward on your own comfort and advancement. I want to speak honestly about the mistakes you have already made, the moments you have fallen short of everything I have just described. Beloved Chosen One, this path was never meant to be walked perfectly. Every single person who has ever walked toward that eternal hope has stumbled along the way, repeatedly, and continued walking anyway, not because they earned forgiveness through perfect recovery, but because grace was always available to meet them exactly where they fell. If this message has reached you at exactly the right time today, comment the words, "I choose this path," so that others who feel uncertain about their own faith can find this same reminder. I also want to speak to the fear of not knowing enough, of feeling like your understanding of these truths is incomplete compared to people who seem to have it all figured out. Beloved Chosen One, Walking this path does not require complete theological understanding. It simply requires honest trust and a willingness to keep growing in that understanding over time, one season at a time, rather than needing to arrive at complete knowledge before you can begin walking forward at all. I want to talk about perseverance as well, because this path is rarely a single decision made once and never revisited. It is a daily choice, renewed each morning, to keep trusting, to keep loving, to keep extending grace, even on the days it feels difficult, even on the days you fail repeatedly and have to begin again. Beloved chosen one, that daily renewal is not evidence of failure. It is simply what faithful walking actually looks like across an entire lifetime. Before I leave you today, I want you to think of someone in your life who might be carrying the exhausting belief that they have to earn their way toward eternal hope through flawless behavior. Reach out to them today, beloved chosen one. Sometimes the most meaningful thing we can offer someone is simply relieving them of a burden they were never actually required to carry alone in the first place. Beloved chosen one, the path toward heaven is not a distant, complicated formula reserved only for the exceptionally disciplined. It is available to you right now,